Things are starting to look up around here.
I really appreciate the help, Tommy.
Oh, no sweat. Puts me back in the old Christmas spirit. Hey, Blackie, how about a hand?
Why don't you take care of it, Stretch? You're good at high-altitude situations.
Gosh, I wonder what's wrong with him.
Why don't you go find out?
What's wrong?
All this E pluribus lat junk. I think I'm failing the class.
I doubt that. Come on, give us a hand. It'll help you get in the spirit.
Oh, why don't you give it a break, Tommy?
He's all yours, Tommy.
You'll never get an opportunity like that again.
Oh, Sissy spaced out, big deal.
It's Christmas, man, you know. Decorations, mistletoe, eggnog, presents for little boys and girls. Where's the old spirit?
Not inside this guy. You know what Christmas is to me? It's one big drag. I'll see you.
I just keep thinking that there must have been something more we could have done.
We tried, Mother. I mean, you got her sober for a while, and I took care of Jason.
No, she needed professional help. We should have tried to get her into one of those programs early before it came to this.
Mother, you can't blame yourself.
I just keep knowing that there must have been something more I could have done.
We did everything we could. The doctors are doing everything they can. Everything's gonna be all right.
No, it's not, honey. Not this time. Susan's in there dying.
Good morning, sunshine.
Hi, that for me?
It is indeed. Fresh squeezed by my own hand. Story of my life. Knock yourself out.
Spiked, is it?
Why would I do that?
Calm my nerves.
You need it?
A little, I think.
Come on. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna breeze through this hearing.
Why did they schedule it so soon? I mean, we barely had time to prepare.
We're ready.
Are you sure?
Absolutely, absolutely. By the time we're through the judicial system, they're going to be very sorry that they even invited us into the ring. You're innocent. Today is your chance to prove it. We got three things working in our corner. We're right, we're smart, and you're innocent.
Then why is the district attorney going after me with such vengeance?
He's a sicko, Holly. He's purportedly misguided.
By whom?
Probably by himself. He's one of those establishment-ridden morons who wants to go around locking everybody up. He says he's on the side of law and that it's his responsibility to the law, and that's all a lie because he's really just out for himself.
And me?
I'm going to take care of you. You have nothing to be scared of.
I know.
You want to try that again and mean it?
I know.
Let's give this raw stuff a rest, shall we?
Last night you said we have to be confident and brave and...
Yeah, I know, but that's for the court, you know. Let's save that for later. Right now, let's... How do you feel?
Scared to death.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not wrong, am I? There are an awful lot of very important people after me.
Hey, look at me. Come on. The family forced you to go through with it.
I could have done more. I could have fought back.
Now, come on, you tried, right? You gave back the money. You ran away from them.
I could have done more. I should have.
Stop it, Holly.
Oh, maybe the DA was right.
Damn it, no! Now, Listen to me. You did not know about those murders. You brought back the money. You're innocent. You're innocent. Nobody is going to change your mind about that. Nobody's going to make you believe anything else, are they? Are they? Are they? All right?
All right.
All right. Sorry. Look, we're going to get through this. We're going to get through it. I promise.
Well, I imagine this is a pretty tough time for Holly at the moment, especially with all the subtle pressure that's been applied to her.
I wouldn't call getting a tomato thrown at her very subtle.
Oh, come on, love, I'm not talking about that. It's the other business, like, well, being held in jail, this bail business. That DA's applied a lot of subtle pressure without even laying a finger on it.
Isn't there some way to protect her?
Well, Joe could have her take the fifth, but if he does that, it's only going to make her look more guilty in the eyes of the public.
I hate to say it, but I'm really glad I'm not her.
Yeah, well, whatever. We have to be there for her. And for Luke, too.
Coffee?
Yeah, and plenty of it. I'm going to need every drop I can get today. Excuse me. Scorpio here.
Hello again, Robert. This is Inspector Trotter at DIM quarters.
And how are you? I've been expecting this call.
Well, have you reached any kind of decision on our job offer?
Well, I'm sorry to say it, but no, I haven't, not as yet. I'm going to need a little more time.
I see.
Is that going to be a problem?
Well, no, shouldn't be. Though we had hoped to know before the first of the year.
Yes, me too. But the thing is that there are still a few problems here to take care of. A friend of mine who's in a spotted bottom.
Yes, we're aware of Miss Sutton's situation.
Then you understand why it would be awkward for me to leave at this point.
Of course.
Look, on that subject, had any luck tracking down the Durbins?
No, not a lot. We did have a lead in Vancouver, but by the time we moved in, it was too late.
What kind of lead?
Oliver and Reginald were spotted outside a local hotel. I have a feeling they were on their way out of town. We probably just missed them.
What about our friend Basil?
Yeah, that's very odd. He seems to have vanished completely. We knew he had very little money, so we expected to round him up quickly. But he's vanished.
Well, don't be too sure about the money. What about that girlfriend of his?
We have it on good authority. She left the country.
Alone?
Yes. It's been confirmed Basil wasn't with her. We're hoping Charles will be well enough to talk soon and maybe give us some more information.
Look, as I've told you before, Percy is the key in this issue. You get him to talk and you'll get the lot of them.
If it were only that easy.
Keep at it, Inspector. It's still too early to quit.
Well, I wouldn't worry about that. And you continue to think about our offer. I'd enjoy the opportunity to work with you.
I'll let you know soon. Yeah, happy holidays to you, too. Goodbye.
I thought you were going to accept.
When did I say that?
Well, I just naturally assumed you would. You know, I've been making plans. It would really help if I had some notice.
What? Notice for what?
Well, the move to Canada.
I must have missed a bit here. How does this concern you?
Well, I'm going with you.
Wait a minute. I'm the one with the job offer.
Yes, but I thought that I was going with you.
Yeah, well, maybe, maybe not. But I think you've assumed a little too quickly.
I don't see why. You're being very rude.
Well, I'm not being rude at all, darling. Look, I just wish you'd talk to me about this.
I have tried. You have just been too busy.
I would have set aside the time to talk about this.
Fine, it's no big deal. I won't go.
I didn't say that.
Then what are you saying?
What I'm saying is that I'm not saying anything, because whatever I say, you're going to switch it around to incriminate me.
Fine. Don't say a damn thing, okay?
Oh, hi, pal.
Good morning.
Jackie?
Hi.
Okay. What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing.
No, nothing at all. Robert's just going to run off to Canada and accept a job without telling anyone.
Is that true, CK8?
Look, the DIM have extended an offer of employment, a special investigator or some such thing. But look, nothing has been accepted.
or has been turned down.
Oh, what do you know?
Look, I am not going to accept anything without discussing it first with you, and with everybody else for that matter. Look, at the moment, Holly's case needs a special, experienced investigator, and my rates are the best in town.
Well, you know the pay would be better in Canada.
Yeah, but the bar prices are better here.
Robert, you better do exactly whatever it is that you gotta do.
Right now, I've got to stay here. Besides, where there is murder in Canada at this time of the year.
That's true. It's a picnic here. Do what you feel, man.
Hey, here she is.
Hi, Holly. How are you?
Okay.
Not only okay, she's ready.
Good, because we have some nice, fresh coffee. Freshly brewed this morning. Yeah.
Oh, here. Ah.
Thank you.
So, whose car should we take to the courthouse?
Sorry, I didn't want me to...
Here, let me help you.
No, come on, leave it. Somebody else will get it. We drop stuff around here all the time.
I mean, I've done it at least 3 times this morning.
Sure, it's no big deal. Could have happened to anyone.
See? Nothing to worry about.
Listen, I really appreciate you all trying to cheer me up, but it's not necessary. I'm fine.
We know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a case of, well, the jitters. Not fatal, and nor anything to be ashamed of.
Well, if I did have the jitters, I don't have them anymore. You all expect me to be really strong in there today, so that's exactly what I'm going to be. I'm sure we're going to come out on top of this.
That's the spirit. There you go.
Anyway, the DA, he's just a man. He's not superhuman or anything.
Certainly not.
Right. You tell him, darling.
What are we doing trying to cheer you up? You're already there.
Luke was right. We have to show the DA that he's up against a united front, even if we are worried sick inside.
No, we're not worried. There's nothing to be worried about. I keep telling her there's nothing to be worried about.
Right.
His father.
All right. Well, we can solve that. It's only a 3-hour difference. He should be up. We'll call. Yes, Charles Sutton's room, please. Excuse me? I see. Okay. Would you tell him that his daughter, Holly Sutton, called? Yes, ma'am. Yeah, as soon as he's available. Well, that's all right. I'm sure he has the number. Thank you.
Why wouldn't they let you talk to him?
There's nothing. He's out right now. Something about some tests.
What kind of test? Did something happen?
No, nothing's happened. Come on, hospitals love to run tests. It gives everybody something to do.
Well, they didn't say anything else. No,
he's fine. He'll call you as soon as he's available.
Right now, we should all sit down and have a cup of coffee.
No, we can't. Remember, you have something to do. You recall?
Remember what?
You've got to call to the paper and pick up some work. You called earlier, remember? You remember? Hmm?
I do. Oh, yes, I
Of course
almost
you do.
forgot. I'm
Right.
sorry, guys.
Well, we'd love to hang around, but,
Get my sleeve in.
really, we'll see you later.
All right.
Good
Take
luck.
it easy, darling.
There.
Thinking of you.
I get the feeling they're uncomfortable.
Nope. They just wanted to give us some time alone, that's all. So listen now. Did you mean that thing about the United Front?
Every word of it. I'm ready for anything they throw at me.
Even tomatoes?
Even tomatoes.
Oh, sorry, that's right, tomatoes.
Not responding as well as we had hoped.
Her heart?
Alice is still very dangerously unstable.
I mean, she might...
Heather, I don't know. I wish I could tell you more specifically. I just can't. We're going to have to wait.
You heard.
Now, don't worry about her. She's tough. She'll make it.
That's right, Mother. Susan's always been a fighter. Before long, she'll be back up on her feet and we'll be arguing again just like before.
So how long will it be before we know anything definite?
I wish I knew, Alice. I just can't say.
I feel terrible about not being at work today.
Oh, don't be silly. We'll get along without you just fine.
Yes, and what you need is some rest.
Oh, no. I'm going to be fine.
No. This time I insist. You're going to get some rest. You're not helping Susan by running yourself down.
He's right, Mother. Look, why don't I wait here for you, and as soon as there's any news, I'll call you and let you know.
Alice, don't drive to Glenville tonight. You go to our house. You stay there, okay?
That's right. It's a lot closer.
Sure, you could stay in the guest room. That's a wonderful idea.
You do that. I don't want any arguments. You just go there, and we'll call you the second there's any development.
All right.
Can you make it by yourself?
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Alice, you've been a part of this family a long time. You always will be. Okay?
Okay. We'll take good care of her.
I'll take the cab, okay?
Heather, it's a very nice gesture, but you really don't have to stay.
Oh, I really would like to. I mean, I think someone should be here in case.
All right, but at least go get yourself something to eat.
Okay. But I'm going to be right back.
Interesting.
What's that?
Heather's concern for Susan, it came on sort of sudden, wouldn't you say?
Well, a lot of times family tragedies bring families back together again.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. There's something in her tone of voice.
It is not our business.
You're right. Absolutely. Besides, we have enough family problems of our own.
Oh, yeah? What has Blackie done this time?
Ah, you see how you jump to conclusions. It's not Blackie this time. It's you.
Me?
You. You told me we were going to get our tree today. You promised.
Today.
Will you stop repeating everything I say? You sound like an echo. Yes, today. And I don't want to hear any more excuses.
Lesley, I promised Steve that I'd go over next year's budget with him today.
Gee, that sounds like an excuse.
It is.
Forget it. Steve will understand.
I don't suppose there is any sense in me trying to argue with you, is there?
Nope. It's not only futile, it's a waste of time.
Yeah, but I just came up with a great idea. Tell you what, I'll give Blackie the keys to the car, give him some cash, and...
Just forget it, Charlie. You would be defeating the purpose. Picking out the tree is a major part of Christmas. Christmas is family. That's what it's all about. You be in the parking lot in 1 hour. And just remember one thing. You're late, you're dead. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Chief. Listen, if you get scared, you get worried, you get uptight. I'm behind you. Just reach out for me.
Yeah, just having you there is enough.
I think it's important that you don't show them your feelings, though.
The cool professional look, I'll remember.
I think it's best. Ah, here's Perry Mason.
That's the one you were telling me about who never loses the case?
Yeah. Oh, the guy, yeah. How are you this morning?
Well, I'm calm and collected when I'm not teetering on the brink of hysteria.
I thought you might be a little bit upset. That's why I came by. Just keep calm. Just keep in mind one thing. This is not a full-fledged trial. It's only going to be a hearing. Yeah, well, is there any possibility that could end right here? I don't really think there's much chance that it will, but anything could happen, yeah.
Will the DA be there?
Oh, yeah. He'll be there. He'll get up first, and he'll present his arguments as to why this should go to immediate trial, and then I'll get my chance. What direction are you going to take? Straight at him. I'm just going to very simply say that the DA has charged the wrong person and that the accessory to murder charge against you is not applicable. That's the truth, which is what makes it a brilliant defense.
So it really could end right now?
I really think that Coleman probably has it in his mind to go ahead with the trial, and anything that we say today is going to be pretty much on the defensive. Well, that's okay, Joe. It's been like that from the beginning. Well, we'll just hang tough together and give it our best shot, okay? Good. It's time. Holly?
Do it.
I'd like to remind everyone that this is a preliminary hearing to determine whether there is sufficient cause to bind over the accused for a trial. Miss Sutton, would you please rise? Do you understand the charges against you?
I do, Your Honor.
And how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Very well, you may sit down. The state will open with its remarks. Before you begin, Mr. Richardson, I would like to ask that both counsels limit their remarks only to the essential facts pertaining to this case. Go ahead, Mr. Richardson.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state sees no question in this matter. A trial is not only necessary, but demanded by the people of this city. During the course of the trial, we, the prosecution, intend to present evidence that Holly Sutton was very closely linked to the murders of Frank Van Gelder, Albert Barker, and the attempted murder of Dan Rooney. Contained in this file is concrete evidence that Miss Sutton was involved in the swindle, that she knowingly participated with her close-knit family in these activities and was in constant contact with them, and that she did, in fact, participate in the crimes described earlier. Your Honor, the state is not at this time asking for a trial. We are demanding one.
Mr. Kelly.
My distinguished colleague fails to bring up one very important point for the defense, Your Honor, and that is, did Miss Sutton willfully participate in the aforementioned crimes? Now, the district attorney very cleverly implied that she did, but I'm hard-pressed to see how he intends to prove it. Because, Your Honor, and Mr.'s district attorney, I have concrete proof that she did not willfully participate in any of the crimes. She participated, yes, out of fear of her own life and that of her father's. But she had no prior knowledge of, nor did she participate in the murders. Your Honor, I respectfully request that we end this charade immediately and end embarrassment to the state and to the bench, because this has no obvious solution. Thank you.
Does the defense have any substantial evidence to back these claims?
Oh, we have, Your Honor.
You spoke of a file, Mr. Richardson.
Yes, among other substantial evidence.
Witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Here, too, Your Honor.
Well, and it seems that both parties are more than ready to go to trial.
Your Honor, the state will have no trouble proving Miss Sutton's guilt. We have more than enough evidence right here.
Hi.
Christmas is a joyous time. You're supposed to feel good about life. Peace on earth, goodwill toward men, things like that.
All right, if you don't stop bugging me, I'm going to show you how much peace on earth and goodwill is going to be at this table, huh?
I know you, Mr. Scrooge. Am I right?
Yeah, you got it right on the first try.
Come on, Blackie.
You work for Santa Claus or something? I know. You must be one of the little elves, huh? Little helpers. You look just like them.
I just don't want to see you so depressed.
I'm not depressed, all right? Just leave me alone.
It's written all over you. Come on, listen. A bunch of us got a place in upstate New York for the holidays. Why don't you come along?
I don't know how to ski.
You'll learn the GLM method. You'll pick it up. You'll be paralleling in a week. Besides, skiing's only part of it. We're gonna party, party, party from dusk to dawn.
Big deal.
Sissy's gonna be there.
You mean that girl we were just talking to a little while?
Her and the rest of her sorority. Even, Wonder Girl, Barb Schultz.
You mean that cheerleader girl with the, nice set of eyes?
You got it, champ.
Oh, things are starting to look up. I just might show up to that little ski event.
Then come. You can bring someone if you want.
No, I don't want to bring anybody.
Well, what about Laura? You wouldn't want to leave her alone on Christmas, would you?
Forget Laura.
Oh, now I get it. She dumped you. That's why you're so depressed.
First off, Butch, I dumped her, all right? I dumped her. Second off, it's none of your business, okay? So just don't worry about it. We just decided to play it cool for a while. I'm sure I broke the little kid's heart, but hey, that's life in the big city. I can't help it.
I don't believe this. I thought you, like, totally lost it for her.
Lose it for a girl? Honey, why don't you give me a break? Here, eat a donut.
This is neither the time or the place to present the evidence.
Didn't stop you with the Hardy deposition.
An entirely different situation, Counselor.
I disagree. Your Honor, I think it's very obvious that the state has only been able to gather circumstantial evidence.
Your Honor, if I may quote Henry David Thoreau, circumstantial evidence can be very convincing, as when you find a trout in the milk.
What is that supposed to mean?
Surely you've heard of Thoreau.
Gentlemen, please, may we stick to the original question here, whether or not a trial is necessary? Miss Sutton, I've been informed by the bailiff that there's an emergency phone call for you. I will recess in time for you to take it. This court is adjourned for 15 minutes.
This way.
Is it my father?
No, ma'am. The gentleman identified himself as a doctor.